All right, guys. So what we're doing now is going to be swinging to the far side and attacking a cut under on the far side with a tight waist, which is going to originate in the double unders. This is going to be important and powerful because it's going to allow you to really attach yourself to your opponent if you need to, and you need to really chuck your mass and sell out to rip them off their base. You're going to get a lot of value out of this against big people, and you're going to get a lot of. It has a very jarring effect against everyone because you're really able to launch yourself. So if you're a turtle, please, Adam. So here I am in double unders. And I'm keeping my arms relatively short. If I can reach all the way through, could you sit up for a second, please? This is a tight waist. I'm reaching all the way to Adam's far hip and I'm pulling my elbow back. How do you feel?
I feel like you're drawing me to my...
Can you walk away from this?
Definitely not.
How about now?
Yes.
I'm anchoring and I'm closing my elbow, which is going to create a great deal of force. You can attack the tight waist if you can reach all the way through on the far side. But the reason that I would recommend against doing this is if you reach all the way through on the far side, so come get that tight waist, as you can start to get tight. So rather than, if we come back again, the tight waist sounds like a great idea. If you, again, reach all the way through on that far side. How does your arm feel right now? Do you feel like you have much?
No, I feel overextended.
You feel overextended. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Get everything and then pull your elbow back. Okay, how do you feel now?
I feel great.
Now you feel great. Okay, if we come back, the problem happens when you try to do it from the near side is, nope. Before he gets to good position, he's super overextended, and I can cut him through any number of different ways. How are we going to solve this? Well, good answer, good question, Adam. What Adam's going to do in order to solve this, or what I'm going to do in this case, is if we rotate a little bit, I'm going to start, rather than trying to take my far arm through to the tight waist, I'm going to take my near arm from his armpit all the way back to the other side as I move to it. So again, rather than reaching all the way over this person from near side to far side, which makes me incredibly vulnerable for Adam cutting under me, if we rotate to your right, please. So I put my elbow all the way in. This sounds great, but before I get settled, he can cut under me and turn me, and that's not exactly what I want. Just because you can sometimes wrestle out of a negative situation doesn't mean it's a great idea. I'm reaching deep from the near side, run to the far side, and it creates the tight waist for me. So if we come back again, over, I'll try to balance him, bother him, see if I can bump him forward, and in the midst of all of that, I transition. So again, I'll try to sink him, try to take his wrist on the far side, got it. And I'm blocking his knee, if we rotate, if we hop forward. I'm blocking Adam's ability for him to take his left foot all the way out and start to prevent his base from getting upset. I'm dragging him all the way down. Can you go forward? Go back to your knees.
It's difficult.
Really go for it. Don't hurt yourself now. Go back to your knees. Why did that work?
Because your grip slid from my hips over towards like the center of my stomach.
You got it. This is something that's been around in wrestling forever. One of my coaches and really good friends, Faraz Zahabi, he made a really good point about a lot of things in wrestling. He says it's trustworthy. It's been around for forever, really. A lot of jiu-jitsu things that we're seeing now have been around for a long time, but certain things work at a high level of competition or seem to work at a high level of competition that, at least in my opinion, I think years down the line we're going to see like, it's not so valid. Most of wrestling, if it's working the world over, and it has been working the world over for a very, very long time, which means that for the most part it's pretty trustworthy. And it's trustworthy in a situation where the other person's slippery and sweaty and knowledgeable and probably has good training, whereas, again, giant chunks of the jiu-jitsu world, that's not necessarily the case. So if we come back again, always I'm destabilizing him initially. I'm trying to move him around. I reach to his far hip. Run, and this is going to allow me to drag him all the way down. And all I'm really trying to do, guys, if we scoot back all the way up, to your right. Thanks. All I'm trying to do is break him to his hip. If I slide under and doing it, that's fine. But all I really want to do is break him from his knees to his hip, because once I do that, I'm going to be able to attack the back very, very consistently and very, very successfully against an opponent who's in a far less powerful, far less athletic position.